So here we are creating a program, or we are adding a function, that is factorial function. We are doing so by following the steps. So step A is write the function definition of factorial in some file, say fact.c. So this is a function definition, that means formulas for factorial. So int factorial, int num. So factorial is an integer and number is also an integer. Now int I comma f is equal to 1. So I is an integer, f is also an integer, which is equal to 1. Now for loop starts. For I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to num I plus plus, f is equal to f star I, that is f into I. Now return f. So this was a function, that means this was formula for factorial, which was in step A. Compile the fact.c file using alt F9. So we are compiling using alt and F9. A new file called fact.obj would get created containing the compiled code in machine language. So a new file called fact.obj is created containing compiled code in machine language. Now C. Add the functions to library by issuing the command c star tlib_math.lib plus c fact.obj. Here math.lib is a library file name, plus is a switch, which means we want to add new functions to library, and c fact.obj is a path of .obj file. Declare the prototype of the factorial function in the header file, say fact.hex. This file should be included while calling the function. So declaring the prototype of factorial function in the header file. So like fact.hex. Now step E. To use the function present inside the library, create a program as shown below. Hash include c fact.hex main int f is equal to factorial phi, printf %d comma f. So using function present inside library, create a program as shown below. Now we have followed until step E. Now compile and execute the program using control F9. So this is for compiling and execution. If we wish, we can delete the existing functions present in library using minus switch. So we can delete also existing function using minus switch. Instead of modifying the existing library, we can create our own library. So instead of modifying existing libraries, we can create our own libraries also. Let us see how to do this. Let us assume that we wish to create a library containing the functions factorial, prime. So if we are wishing to create a library functions factorial, prime and Fibonacci. Here are steps that need to be carried out to create this library. Note that these steps are specific in to Turbo C, C++ compiler and would vary for other compilers. So these are specific to Turbo C++, and for other compilers these are different. A. Define a function factorial, prime and Fibonacci in a file, say myfuncs.c. Do not define main in this file. So define a function. Now create a file name, create a file myfuncs.hex and declare the prototypes of factorial, prime and Fibonacci in it as shown below. int factorial int prime int void Fibonacci int. From the options menu, select the menu item application. From the dialog that pops us, select the option library, select OK. D. Compile the program using Alt F9. This would create a library function called myfuncs.lib. The library now stands created. Now we have to use functions defined in this library. Here How it can be done? A. Create a file, say sample.c, and type following code in it. So here it is a first step to create a file called sample.c and type following code. Hash include my funcs.hex main intf result. So intf and f and result are integers. Now f is equal to factorial 5, result is equal to prime 13, Fibonacci 6, printf /n %d f comma result. Now that the file my function.hex should be in same directory as file sample.c. B. Go to project menu and select open project option. On doing so, a dialog box would pop up. Give the name of the project, say sample.prg, and select OK. C. From the project menu, select add item. On doing so, a file dialog will appear. Select the file sample.c and then select add. Also add to the file myfuncs.lib in same manner. Finally select done. Compile and execute program or project using control and F9. So here that is how we are creating our own library functions. So it is not very useful to create our own library functions because most of them are there in market available. So but we can do so if we are interested